Welcome back. If you're at all interested in an honest glimpse into the life of a pregnant mom of twins, keep watching. So I think everybody would agree that it's super easy to sit down, film a video, talk about all of your pregnancy symptoms that happened in the past when you're actually not feeling any of them and you're feeling great. But I think there might be a handful of people out there who have an interest in actually seeing somebody who's going through it at the moment. And your homegirl's feeling a little symptomatic right now. So today's been a little rough, to say the least. I'm gonna go through and tell you all of the symptoms that I have had today, jam-packed, all in a day, and they're still cropping up right and left. Let's get started. The day started off as it usually does, perfectly fine. A little bit of a headache, but then when I have some water, food, a little bit of coffee, I'm good to go for about 2 hours. And then at 11 o'clock, it's pretty predictable for me right about now. That's when I start losing my energy. It just happens. 11 o'clock every day, I start wasting away. I was so tired that I lost my appetite. Nothing sounded good. I was so lazy and so tired that I just didn't even want to eat. I didn't feel like eating anything. I was just, I didn't feel good at all because I was so tired. So I had all this beautiful food in front of me that I could have been eating, and you know what I did? Didn't eat it. And then I was having a wonderful, lovely conversation with my family. Everything was great. I had nothing on my mind. I was just in the moment. I was tired, but you know what? Hey, I was there. I was talking. I was having a good time. You'll never guess what I did. I started to cry. Just as a headache comes on out of nowhere, and just like nausea comes on out of nowhere, my crying came on out of nowhere. But unfortunately, Tylenol can't help with crying. So naturally, that's going to upset everybody else who's talking to me. They're going to think, oh my gosh, what's wrong? And people say that, everything's okay. And then that makes me cry more because people are being nice. But truthfully, nothing was wrong. I just started crying out of nowhere, and that was just terrible. But I was able to suck it back, fight the emotion, even though there was no emotion, and wipe away my tears. Eventually, around 1:30, I mustered up an appetite for lunch. So my mom was nice enough to go out and get me a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A with a Greek yogurt fruit parfait. It hit the spot, everything was great, and then you'll never guess what happened as I was eating my lunch. For about half a second, my vision went black and I felt like I was about to pass out. Now, that's been happening to me this past week. Usually happens when I'm standing doing my makeup. I'll just be, living my life, looking in the mirror, putting on my eyeshadow, and then feels like my blood pressure drops and I'm about to pass out, but I have yet to pass out. I know how it feels, and I know the symptoms of passing out because I have a history of it. So I have been feeling a little bit of miniature almost passing out episodes this past week, and it happened again today. And then of course that kind of throws your whole system off. And then after that episode, I got extremely tired. So then I decided for the rest of the day, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to relax, I'm going to rest, hang out, not do too much of anything else other than sit in a recliner. And then dinner time rolls around and I'm stuck in the same predicament. Have no appetite, don't really want to eat anything. And you know what I ate? Because it was the only thing that appealed to me? Cocoa Krispies. Totally nutritious. But everything else, I was trying to think of every other option in the world because I really wanted to eat something somewhat healthy, but all that really appealed to me were Cocoa Krispies with whole milk. So I ended up having a bowl of that for dinner. I'm still going to wait to see if anything else strikes my fancy tonight, but as of now, nothing else has. I have had one more symptom tonight. Let's take a tour to my left, shall we? Yes, the heartburn has been quite real tonight. I've had to keep the Tums by me because when it happens, it hurts. And then on top of my heartburn, I've got a pounding headache right about now. Could be from being so tired all day, could be because I haven't eaten enough. I know I've had enough to drink, but man, these headaches are a pain in my head. So I do still plan to make a little recap video on Tuesday of how this whole past week of my pregnancy has been, but I kind of felt the need to update people live because, you know, who likes a fake person who's talking in the past tense about things that have happened? You know, I really appreciate seeing the real stuff, people really going through it, and you know what? Maybe you also like that. Maybe you also kind of want to relate to somebody who's going through it at the moment, just in case you're going through it. So maybe I've helped somebody, maybe I haven't, but I have to say, just feeling a little extra sorry for myself today. Is what it is. Alrighty, so if you want to tune in to see the rest of my awesome, fun pregnancy, check back in on Tuesday. And hopefully on Tuesday I'll be back to my normal, happy, cheerful, optimistic self. And if I'm not, then que sera, sera. Bye.